been? It's been a hot minute. I've been around, guys. I've been around. I have been working tirelessly for months and months and months and months and months and months and months on end. I don't even remember when it was that I had my first real proper day off resting up. It's been basically doing 7 days, somewhere between 70 and 80 hours a week. Some people call that excessive, some people call that hustling. I'm just trying to get that bit of a buffer so that I can work on some other stuff. I fucking miss you guys. The reason why I went offline for such a long time initially, and then due to work reasons, it basically just extended indefinitely. The reason why I actually went offline is because I got a warning and 2 community guideline strikes, if I'm not mistaken. There was one, and it was funny, it was all in the space of about 48 to 72 hours after well over a year of no complaints, no issues, no flags, nothing. Isn't it funny how they all just pop up out of the ordinary? So I got a nudity and sexual content for a video which I went back and watched all 41 minutes of, and there was nothing that even remotely, by any cognitively capable person, could have been even remotely construed as anything to do with that, but whatever. Even in line with the community guidelines, which of course are very broad, it still didn't match up. So there was nudity and sexual content, there was harassment, and there was also the good old hate speech. Hey, you can't drop a video without the old hate speech complaint. So yeah, any difference of opinion. And look, guys, I've been doing a lot of reading. I have been doing a lot of thinking. I've actually been writing a book of my own, and also wanted to give an enormous shout out to Arfi Kingdom, who's got a number of books of his own, numerous. You should go check them out on Amazon. Arfi Kingdom books. Arfi's a really down to earth, really great guy, and there's a number of other incredible guys in the Manosphere. Or as I heard on the live panel of the 6, they referred to it as the mentor sphere, because we've sort of gone from a place of just being men in this kind of environment to being mentors to our fellow brothers, and I really feel like this is what this has been evolving into. There's some always controversy in every kind of corner of the internet. I know there's a bit of conflict going on in the sphere right now. It's sad to see. I hold no malice towards anyone. I understand where both sides are coming from. Whether I agree with where they're coming from or not, that's another side of the story. I respect all of the people that are involved in the conflict. I respect immensely for their contributions to their fellow man. I would really love to see the conflict stop, and I don't think that anyone's necessarily bad for being involved. It's just, you got to protect yourself, but you also got to stand up for what's right. And what some people think is right is not what other people think, and vice versa. So look, I'm not getting involved in any of that. I just want to let you guys know that straight off the bat. So when I start making content again, it's going to be from a very male-centric space. I've actually registered a website. I haven't put anything on the website yet. I'm just in the planning phases of the kind of content that I want to have on there. It's essentially around supporting male-owned and run businesses. Basically centralizing. Look, I'm all about decentralization these days. I love what's happening with crypto. I love what's happening with all these decentralized projects. The only way that I really am okay with centralization is if someone has pure intent and are going to do the best that they can with what they have, without any malicious or selfish goals in mind. I spent the money on registering the website for 10 years so that nobody else can take it. And I hope in that 10 years that we can make a massive difference, and that I'll be renewing that. I don't doubt that I will. I can see a number of you commenting right now. I'll be pulled over relatively soon, and I'll be able to reply to some of these. At the moment, I just simply can't. It's not practical or safe. I mean, I can see it in the peripheral vision. I'm not actually looking at my phone. I hope the audio as well, guys. I know that road noise is not that great. Hope the audio isn't so terrible that things can't work out. But yeah, guys, I've just, what can I say? I've always been committed to helping you guys. I obviously needed to take some time out, get some heat off me with respect to what was going on with my channel. For those of you who haven't already seen it, go and check me out on my YouTube channel, Sydney PTF. That's Papa Tango Foxtrot, and PTF stands for Predicting the Future. I'm not pretending like I'm some sort of psychic medium or anything, or that I've got like some sort of telepathic powers, but I've been right about where I see things going enough times that, I like to sort of make speculations about what's going to happen moving into the future, because I think that I'm starting to get more and more attuned to what's up next. So I guess, that's kind of like the model that I want to go from, because if you can sort of take what you know and apply that to how things are likely to go, then you can actually plan for the future. And I think that planning for the future is something that us men quite often have not done enough for our own well-being. So I'd really, I guess, like to see many of us planning more for our own futures, because I think that that's really, really important. And I really, really appreciate you guys. I'm just stopped up here. Yeah, I got all you guys in the chat. Good to see so many of you. Yeah, I do have some cryptocurrency. Look, I'm not gonna go out and tell you what to buy. I will tell you that I've got probably my best holdings that I'm gonna hold on to long term are Theta. If you don't have Theta, I think that's really great token right now. Theta and T-Fuel. Especially given that their mainnet's launching very shortly. Cardano, Polkadot, also Chainlink, Matic, Polygon. I think all of these are great ones to get your hands on. I've just been basically buying and stacking, as much as I can. I won't disclose how much I have, because it's always the same old story. The people that went down for you like to come around when things are going well. But you guys have been there for me. You guys have supported me all the way along. If you are watching this for the first time and you haven't clicked subscribe, please do so. Hit the like button. I'm going to be making content again very soon, but what I'm likely going to be doing is making content for my new channel, and I'm going to be dropping little teasers or doing a quick live to let you know roughly what the next video on my other channel is about. I want to start to migrate people across, because unfortunately anything with the name MGTOW is far too tainted algorithmically for it to be viable and feasible for me to actually work with that sort of in the long term, really. Look, that's just a sad reality, but it is what it is. And sometimes you actually need to go with the wind instead of fighting against it, because it can be really exhausting going against the wind. What I heard today on YouTube, there's a guy called Ian Crossland, and he said that you should never fight, to paraphrase, never fight an alligator underwater. And that was a really, really cool metaphor for, if you're going to go up against a force that is potentially greater than you, make sure you do it on your own terms and on your own turf. So that's the kind of model that I'm going to be moving forward with right now. I'm going to be probably moving some of my stuff over to Theta TV, because you can actually get rewarded with T-Fuel for streaming on Theta, and also people that watch videos on Theta will get rewarded in T-Fuel, so you'll actually get paid cryptocurrency for watching, and it is decentralized, which of course is the solution to the problem that's existed for how long with YouTube, where the centralization is really the huge issue. The centralization of control, the centralization of how everything operates. Just in unfamiliar territory right now, so I'm trying to work out exactly where I am going. I'm usually really good with directions, but when it's dark and I'm in a brand new area, I'm not so crash hot. But thank goodness for spatial awareness most of the time. Sorry, give me a second here, guys. But yes, now, like I said before, After Kingdom, just written a bunch of new books. I Afi has given me some assistance with respect to the book that I'm actually writing. And the book is going to be around how we move forward and essentially with respect to our position. We need to become more articulate. We need to move away from our own kind of, how should I say, you know, whenever we're talking to people that don't actually have our best interests at heart, we always say things like, oh, one thing I hear a lot of men's rights activists, who, by the way, cop a lot of shit. So, you know, the ones that aren't playing the victim, but are just saying, look, this is where things aren't right, and I'd like to see things rectified. Those particular people, I got a lot of respect for, but I thank them for their time, as well as all the other gentlemen in the Manosphere that give great advice to people. God, I don't even know where I was going with that. Look, I've just got so much that's been on my brain. I just really want to help as many people as I can. And yeah, that's right. That's where I was going with that. So with the men's rights activists, one thing I hear a lot is this percentage of workplace deaths are men, this percentage of suicide victims are men. We as men, we gotta stop referring, look, and I'm probably gonna cop some heat for this, and maybe this isn't the best thing to discuss on my first video back, but I don't care. I'm past the point where I'm gonna apologize for what I say. But one thing that I really, really, really need to absolutely stress to you guys: women do not look, and of course the MRA females do, yes, or women who happen to be MRAs do care about male victims. Overwhelmingly though, when you use the word male and victims in the same sentence, nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares. Nobody has any interest in what we have to say regarding that. So I want to stop kind of using this. Look, we're sick of the womanists using the old terminology like, oh, you know, 77 cents in the dollar, and we hear that and we tune out, right? We're like, oh, whatever, same old bullshit. Well, that's what they're doing. We're not getting through to them on that front. So I think this is a new game. This is a game of strategy that we have to play moving forward to get our point across with any discussion that we have, because the discussions that we have need to be impactful, right? And the more impactful the discussions we have are, the more thought-provoking they are, the more they break the patterns of what these people expect, the more they're likely to listen. Because if they hear something they haven't heard before, they're either going to get really mad, which is great because it breaks their pattern, and they're going to lose the plot and start screaming and make themselves out to be the idiots they are, or they're actually going to listen and they're going to come to a place where there's a bit of nuance and a bit of common sense. And I think nuance is something that is so underrated. It's something that's actually so underused when we're having these discussions as well. So it's really something that I'd like to see us focus more on. And yeah, just with respect to how we approach this, we really need to have more evidence, and we need to come at people who have an ideologically possessed perspective. We need to ask them questions. We then need to utilize those questions to give ourselves the leverage that we need to get our point across. That's all going to get revealed in my book. But guys, I just wanted to give you, I guess, just unload some of my thoughts that are going on in my head and work it from there. I just want to give a quick acknowledgement. I'm about to head out to dinner. I've only just finished work. I do 7:30 a.m. till 6:30 p.m. Monday to Thursday. And then usually a 12-hour day shift from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Sundays, and then Fridays and Saturdays I work like 3 p.m. till after midnight, basically 7 days a week. So that's where I've been. Thank you to all you guys have been checking out where I'm going. So yes, shout out to AION, MGTOW Live, Brizzy Boy, Sheena Band says, missed you, mate. Thank you very much. Connor, it's great to see you again as well. And appreciate you, Busy Boy, for being my faithful wrench. Been a long time supporter. Thank you so much, man. Vicious. We got Mr. Andrew May. I got your emails. Thanks, man. Hey, we got Nicholas Fury, the working man. Go and check out Nicholas J. Bear with me 1 second. I've got to quickly respond to this message. a second. Man, like, that's what I'm saying, bro. It never stops for me. Like, I don't stop. Like, I've just come straight from work and I'm doing the video, and then I've got people calling me, and I got to go in soon, and then I'm going to go home, sleep, get up, work. Just, it's crazy. Connor says, have you been watching Hammerhand Shorts? Yeah, Hammerhand Shorts are really good. It's really good. And Daniel says, wait, it's been 4 months. Yeah, it's been 4 months, man. It's been a long time. Sarcasm is not hate speech, says respect. Thank you very much, brother. Invest in cat food and wine. Yes, absolutely correct. But yeah, look, and Steve D says, Steve from Melbourne, MGTOW Summer, great to see you again. Thank you, man. Thank you. It's so good to see you down in, I loved the MGTOW Summer down in Melbourne. That was so cool. I'm probably going to be moving away from the word MGTOW as well. It's not that I don't believe in the philosophy. It's not that I don't fully support it. It's more that if we want to get the message out there to people that really, really need it when they need it, we have to be using, constantly adapting and moving and changing. And if that means changing our terminology to something which is a little more algorithmically friendly in order to get more reach to help more guys, then that's what I'm going to have to do. So it's no love lost. It's just a strategic move. That's why I'm Sydney PTF is my new channel name. If you didn't hear it before, check it out on YouTube and Instagram. That's where I'm posting on Instagram these days, and yeah, I'll be putting some stuff on YouTube soon. But guys, I just wanted to say thank you for sticking out there. If you are seeing this and you've been unsubscribed on YouTube, please resubscribe again, hit the like button, and yeah, I'll be making some content again soon. So good to see you guys, and hope you enjoyed the little update, as basic and as low production quality as it is, but just doing what I gotta do. And also, I hope I get this spot on, but this was a really, I heard Myron from Fresh and Fit podcast. Shout out to Myron. Huge respect for what Fresh and Fit are doing right now. They're just blowing up the internet. He said, women don't understand the burden of masculine performance. And we've always said that overwhelmingly, and look, there's exceptions to every rule. Some women do understand it, particularly if they've got maybe a husband who's become disabled, or work with the lady whose husband has become disabled. She's now the primary breadwinner and she's under stress. And I see that she understands the burden of masculine performance, but perhaps not at the same level that we do, the expectations that are on us. So John Hooper says, you're going to cry. No, not at all, man. I'm actually doing really good. I'm doing really, really good. Not going to cry. I have nothing to cry about, actually. You know, but I really like what Myron said. I wrote it down. Women don't understand the burden of masculine performance, guys. And look, it is a burden to perform at the level that we're required to in order to be valued. So, yeah. But you know, the more you improve on yourself, the more you work on yourself, the harder that you strive, the better that you will actually come out the other end. So, just keep that in mind, guys. Just keep that in mind. And yeah, again, shout out to Myron. So yeah, I'm still dwelling on that after hearing that this morning. I'm still like just processing it and thinking about all the ways in which things are expected of us guys. But men, at the end of the day, you do what makes you happy, do what makes you feel as good as you possibly can about yourself. Go to the gym, get fit, eat right, read books. Hotep Jesus always talks about just read, consume information every day constantly, but not always the same information, because if you consume the same information, you become consumed by that thought set. You need to broaden your mind and just look for things from all different angles, and that way you've got the best way of piecing things together in a really good kind of way. Anyway, gentlemen, I saw a lady in there. Thank you, Patricia, and thank you to, again, check out The Working Man. And Vicious and Hi Exon says hail from Europe. Guys, I'm out of here. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. I'll be making content again soon. I'm sorry it's been so long, and I'm sorry this is kind of a bit repetitive and a bit boring. But yeah, looking forward to catching you guys again soon. Anyway, peace, brothers.